Hey everyone, Justin Ballard here with Roger, Teresa, and my wife Amy. And we're doing a couple different things at once to kind of save time. So we're testing the smart water and the resource natural spring water that was asked by some of the viewers. And so I'm using my electrolysis electrolyzer to use electricity to shock the water to separate the molecules, and then that way we'll be able to see what's hidden in the water. So we have one basically electrode pulling a negative current, one pulling a positive current, and that will separate the hydrogen and the oxygen. And over here, and this is kind of the main part of today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about pH balance. You know, they've shown that it's really good for the body to have a healthy pH balance. A lot of us are getting really acidic, and for example, everybody drinks soda. It's kind of becoming an epidemic. I used to be really addicted to Diet Coke. Even at this point, like, I really wish I could take a sip of this. But I want to show everyone how important it is to actually not drink soda and what it's doing to your body. So right here we have Kangen 8.5. We have tap water that I poured, and then I'm going to be pouring a little bit. We'll just go to 100 of Sprite. All right, so we got 100 milliliters of Sprite there. Now this is Kangen 8.5, and just to show that it is 8.5, it's going to have a blue color when I pour the solution into it, and this is a pH indicator. So just kind of like I did that experiment with the iodine and the indigo carmine, this reacts to the water's pH level. So we can see that it's blue. So I don't know if everybody can see that. I just put a little drop in there. It's got a blue look to it, and that's what makes it pH 8.5. So now if we take pH 8.5 and we pour it into the Sprite, which is very acidic, and just to show you what the Sprite is, usually Sprite is around 2.5 to maybe 3.4 at the highest, and that gives it a yellow color. That means it's acidic, and this right here is an indicator of 2.5, and see my other little test tubes here. I have all the different breakouts. So let's start by seeing how much water it will take to turn this back to blue. So we got 100 milliliters in there, right? So I'm going to add 250. Pouring the blue water into the 100 milliliters of Sprite. Nope, 250 didn't work. All right, let's do another 250. So now we have 5 times the amount of water into the 100 milliliters of Sprite. And for most people, that's just a sip of soda. Okay, so now I've added 500 milliliters, still no change in the color. This was what I call the PSR tank. I call it the pseudo-stomach reaction. And I created this so I could actually not only get the same temperature of my stomach, but the same capacity and whatnot. I really wanted to see what my reactions were, why all these different foods and chemicals were making me so sick. And so this is the closest that I could get by getting the correct electrical current, temperature, and readings to kind of mimic my stomach. Now, we're recommended to drink the 8x8, which is 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water every day. That equals 2,000 milliliters of water. So now we already have 500 in here. So this is going to bring us up to 1,500. So we're pouring this in right now. Now keep in mind, there's still only 100 milliliters of soda in there. Okay, so now we have 1,500 milliliters of Kangen 8.5. We're going to add the pH indicator again, just to double check the top. Yep, it's still yellow. That's pretty shocking. So now let's add another 500. Just a little bit more than 500. All right, so adding this brings us up to our recommended daily intake of water a day. So 1 sip of soda still keeps all the benefits of pH 8.5 water. It basically nullifies it. And just to confirm again, so this pitcher that I'm pouring, we're going to put the pH indicators in it. It's a nice, healthy blue. Everybody can see that on the top. But yet, you pour 2,000 milliliters of it into 100 milliliters of soda, you're still acidic. That's terrible. That's doing horrible things to your body. Now we take Dasani, and we pour Dasani water in, right? Now we add the pH indicator. Now Dasani, look at that, that's acidic. But here's the great thing about Kangen water. It can take Dasani water and actually turn the pH again. That's amazing. But you can't do it with soda. All those synthetic, all those chemicals that are in soda are preventing that from happening. Then we take the tap water, we pour in the Kangen water into the tap water, add the pH indicator. Look at that. The tap water, nice, brilliant blue. And then of course the Kangen stays at 8.5. Now here's the Kangen water. I'm gonna mix this up. And this is the 8.5 Kangen water that we just poured. And we're gonna take just a little bit of soda, right? Let's just say, oh, I'm just gonna cheat just a little bit. Just a little bit, all right? So you took a sip of somebody's soda, right? Now look what happens. Your nice, healthy blue water becomes acidic. It's mind-boggling that we even have soda, or that's even allowed. I mean, what it's doing to our bodies. And think of everybody that's not aware of this. But now you can visually see it. You can see what's happening to you. So we were testing these 2 bottles of water. So we have the Smart Water, which is pretty, here, I'll put this right here. I actually really used to like Smart Water a lot. The yellow stands for, it could be fluoride, silicas, but I don't see any healthy minerals in it. I don't see anything that's, no disgusting sludge or inorganic materials, but that's synthetic. That's man-made. Why are we having that in a bottle of water? It's not running through a pipe. It's not getting disinfected, but yet it still comes out looking almost like yellow urine. And we know that's not healthy. And of course we want the healthy materials in our body. So then we look at the other glass of water, and I'm not seeing actually that many minerals come up. Usually you have a lot more. You want the sodium, you want the potassium, you want the magnesium, and I'm not really seeing much of that at all. But I'm definitely seeing a lot of heavy metals and inorganics on the top. And just by visually seeing with your own eyes, that's not something that you want to be putting in your bodies. That's not, as we did with the video with the Kangen came out like emerald and shiny. It was beautiful. Like you actually wanted to drink that water, even though you could see what was really in it. And neither of these waters, just logically looking at them, is something that you want to put in your body. So thank you everyone for tuning in. And, please stay tuned. I have a lot of other videos coming up, but I just really wanted to show everyone the truth about soda and what we're doing. Just having a little bit of a sip has huge consequences. We poured your entire daily intake and you still couldn't change the water back to pH.
How much water would it take to change that one sip back to?
So it's a 32-to-1 ratio. So if you have 100 milliliters of soda, it will take literally 32 100 milliliters of Kangen water to even balance out that 100 milliliter of soda. So
basically for one glass of soda, it takes 32 glasses of water to balance it out.
To even balance it out. So imagine if you have 2 sodas. This stuff is terrible. And like we showed on the other video, I can take acid water, which should be yellow, but I can actually turn it pink. You can use chromophore. You can use all these different chemicals, and you can turn the water color any color that you actually want. And so all these sodas that look great, they're hiding so many different things in it using chromophore. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. We're going to talk about the car laboratories in the next video, so please watch. Thank you.